What's up guys, Cody with Sonic Electronics. We're here at SEMA 2024. We're in the Kicker booth. We've got Aaron with us. We're taking a look at something special. You may remember the name, the Kicker Warhorse from back in the day. Massive amplifiers, yes. Massive powers. Kicker brought them back, but in a different form. So let's take a look. What do we got here? What makes these just as great as those old Kicker Warhorses that everybody used to love?
Legendary Warhorse amplifiers from 2008.
Yeah.
Right? So here we are, 2024, with new and improved, updated Warhorse amplifier technology. Obviously, we have shrunken it down to a more realistic package size. Now, don't be fooled, Cody. This is a 3601, which is 3,600 watts in this little bitty chassis. And the reality is, these are way underrated. Typical burst sheet, which is real RMS power, well over 4,000 watts, typically 45 to 4,600 watts. These are designed to run two Solo X 10, 12, or 15s. 1 amp, two 10, 12, or 15-inch Solo X subwoofers. It's a brute. Take a look at the business end here. It's got dual zero-gauge power, dual zero-gauge ground. Yes, you have to wire them both up. This amplifier is specifically designed for huge current transfer from the input to the output, but it has to be symmetrical. So the amplifier is working identically left and right side of the PC board, and that's why the inputs are set up the way that they are. You'll also notice the amplifier turn on. Now, yeah, that's overkill. That's 8-gauge turn on. You don't need 8-gauge turn on. But if you're doing multiple amplifiers from amp to amp to amp, this makes it easier to shove a bunch of wires in there to go from amp to amp. Now on the other end of the amplifier, we've got the RCA inputs. We have Fit Plus technology, 40-volt inputs. What does that mean? So if you're adding Warhorse amplifier technology to a factory-installed audio system, you might have a 100-watt BTL amplifier from the factory. You can take that high voltage signal straight into the RCA inputs, and it's not going to damage the amplifier. The higher the incoming voltage, the better the noise floor, and the less gain you need to reach maximum output, which is better for the electrical system and the amplifier. Now, of course, you've got all of your end panel controls, your crossover network and such, 8-gauge speaker output, and the amplifier comes with this little diagnostic control center. This monitors the amplifier in real time. It gives you the voltage at the amplifier. This is a diagnostic tool. Let's say, for example, your subwoofer system keeps shutting off when you hit it really hard. Well, this will let you know if the voltage is dipping, causing the amplifier to shut off. So it maintains the high voltage point and the low voltage point per ignition cycle. Also, it monitors the amplifier heatsink temperature. If the amp's getting kind of hot, that LED turns orange to let you know, hey, you're banging on this thing pretty hard, it's getting a little warm. But we also have 4 forced air cooling fans. The amplifier's never going to overheat because those 4 fans are computer controlled. They ramp up and ramp down depending on the actual heatsink temperature. In addition, this will let you know if you've got an output short circuit problem. Maybe one of your subwoofer voice coils has shorted. The amplifier shuts down to protect itself. This will let you know, hey, I'm in protect mode. Turn the system off, check your voice coils, turn it back on again. This is included with each of the base amplifiers, and it also has a cool magnetic mount.
Love that.
Now, of course, you need a way to control the subwoofer from the dash, right? So we include a bass knob. Go ahead and feel that bass knob, Cody.
Oh, it's high quality. We're talking premium stuff here. Nice clickiness, very sturdy. You're not getting the wobbly bass knob where it kind of moves around in and out. That's top dollar right there.
Now, Cody, what do you think that little clip there is for?
I'm not sure.
So we know that the guys and girls that are using Warhorse amplifiers and Solo X subwoofers are expecting huge vibration.
Yeah.
We have a retainer clip for that 3.5 millimeter plug. So you plug it in, that clip swings over, and it holds it in place even under high vibration. We have the same thing on the amplifier. Now let's talk about the true competitor. When designing these amplifiers, we went to the bass head community and we said, what do you guys and girls really want in a Kicker Warhorse amplifier? A couple of things they told us. First of all, we need huge power. But more importantly, we need it to be reliable. So these amplifiers are going to be reliable. We also have what's called a competition mode. In competition mode, it's for the guy that's using multiple Warhorse amplifiers and an off-board DSP to set his gains and his crossovers. So in competition mode, the amplifier has a fixed 4-volt line level input. So all of your amplifiers have the exact same gain setting. This allows for consistent output from the amplifiers. In addition, we'll actually loosen up the overcurrent protection on the amplifier because we know that competitor is going to be doing short bursts at super illegal loads, high output. So the amplifier is a little more forgiving of really low impedance loads under those conditions. It also bypasses the internal low pass crossover, so that way your DSP is setting all your crossovers exactly the same, so all your woofers are functioning like one giant Solo X woofer. We thought of everything when designing these amplifiers.
Yeah, the sequel isn't always better, but don't worry. Kicker did not just throw the Warhorse logo on any old amp and hope to get some sales here. They took their time. They've got the competition mode. They've even got the little switch to make sure that that bass knob wire stays in while you're thumping in your car. So be sure to head on over to Kicker if you want to learn more about the new Kicker Warhorse amps.
Oh,
we'll
hold
see
on,
you guys.
Cody. Wait, I have to interrupt you, dude.
What?
I forgot to talk about the mids and highs amplifier.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Cody, but we know that if you've got fantastic kicker bass, you need to have mids and highs so you can hear the words, right?
Of course,
you want to
yeah.
hear the tss. So this is a Warhorse amplifier, but it's a full-range stereo 4-channel amplifier.
Ooh.
So it's part of the Warhorse family of products. Now this is 1,000 watts RMS, 4 channels. That's 250 by 4 RMS into 4 ohms. It'll do 450 watts RMS into a 2 ohm load. This is a brute beast amplifier to run your mids and highs. What mids and highs? The Street Series from Kicker.
Oh, of course.
So these are the mids and highs specifically designed to work with the Warhorse amplifiers and Solo X subwoofers. So this can run fully active, high pass to the tweeters, band pass to the mid ranges, so you don't need off-board crossovers, whether passive or electronic. It's done in the amplifier. Now let's say you want to have a Warhorse amplifier, but you don't have the electrical system to run a 4,000 watt Warhorse. Well, here's a simple solution. Take 2 of these channels, run them in high pass to your mids and your highs, take the other 2 channels, bridge it, and into a 4 ohm load, you now have 950 watts RMS. You can run a single Solo X15 off of those bridge channels, and it's going to sound amazing. So this amplifier will work in virtually any system with a robust stock electrical system that's got a good charging system, a good solid battery, and the Big 3 upgrade. If you're not sure what the Big 3 upgrade is, come over to kicker.com or Sonic Electronics and ask those questions, because it's important to make these amplifiers work properly.
Man, I tell you, the Kicker Warhorse, I feel like a kid in a candy shop getting to play with some of these amps, getting hands-on. If you're interested at all, be sure to head over to kicker.com if you want to learn more. These things are truly insane, and we'll see you guys in the next one.